Welcome back to the Instant Fame. Today, we're diving into a story about self-confidence, public perception, and the power of authenticity. Picture this: you're scrolling through social media when you come across a post from a well-known television personality and author, someone many admire for their warmth and professionalism. The image shows her standing in a sunlit room, arms crossed in a way that feels both natural and intentionally modest. The soft morning light highlights her silhouette, creating a tasteful yet undeniably candid moment. The caption reads simply, "Embracing every part of ourselves," followed by a hashtag about authenticity. The reaction is immediate. Followers flood the comments with support, praising her courage and honesty. "This is what real confidence looks like," one writes. Another adds, "You're inspiring so many of us." But as with any public figure's bold choice, there are also questions. Some wonder whether a morning show host should share such personal moments, while others applaud her for breaking free from expectations. What makes this moment so compelling isn't just the image itself, it's the conversation it sparks. The television personality doesn't shy away from the discussion. In fact, she leans into it, posting a series of candid videos explaining her motivation. "This was for me," she says, her tone calm and assured. And for anyone who's ever felt like they needed to hide. Her message resonates far beyond her usual audience, turning a single post into a broader dialogue about self-acceptance and the pressures of public life. Behind the scenes, this moment was months in the making. The photo shoot was part of a personal project, one that began as a way to explore themes of vulnerability and strength. Working with a close friend and talented photographer, the television personality spent hours in a quiet studio, experimenting with light, fabric, and composition. The goal wasn't to shock or provoke, it was to capture something real. Of all the images they created, the one she chose to share felt the most honest, a reflection of how she saw herself in that moment. Of course, not everyone understood her intention. Critics questioned her judgment, and some media outlets sensationalized the story, framing it as a scandal rather than a statement. Even a few professional contacts reportedly suggested she take the post down. But instead of backing down, she responded with grace and clarity. In a follow-up, she shared a playful clip of her children laughing and hugging her, adding, "This body has carried me through so much, it deserves love, not shame." That simple reminder shifted the narrative. Support poured in from fans and fellow public figures alike, many of whom shared their own stories of self-doubt and triumph. Looking back, this moment wasn't just about a single photo. It marked a shift in how this public figure, and by extension, her audience, viewed authenticity. By sharing an unfiltered piece of herself, she challenged the idea that women in the spotlight must always conform to rigid standards. She reminded people that confidence isn't about perfection, it's about owning your story, flaws and all, and that's the real takeaway here. In a world where so much of what we see is carefully curated, moments of genuine self-expression stand out. They spark conversations, inspire others, and, sometimes, even change the way we think about ourselves. So, what do you think? Would you have the courage to share your unedited truth with the world? Let us know in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts.